Crown Jewel takes place this Saturday in Perth, Western Australia at the RAC Arena. This is the second consecutive year in which WWE has run a PLE in Australia. Last year was the Elimination Chamber, and that show was actually in a stadium. This is an arena, and this does feel like a much smaller show than last year, but then again, last year's was during WrestleMania season, and Rhea Ripley was main eventing that show. But for this year, you have a pretty decent card. I think overall it looks like a good show, but then again, I said that about the WrestlePalooza show, and that was not very good. So here's what we have so far. I assume this will open the show, mainly because this is probably the best match to open the show with, because you're going to have the most over person on the whole show in this match, and the crowd's going to be super hot for it. We have Rhea Ripley and Io Sky taking on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. I have no doubt this match will be really good. Asuka is great. Kairi is good. I want to say she's great, but I mean, look what she did to Io Sky on Raw. I mean, that Alabama slam into the apron was just nasty. And Io, who's probably the best worker in the entire company, and Rhea, who's great as well. So they'll have a lot of time here, I think, because it's Rhea Ripley and it's in Australia. It'll be really hot. Fans will be into it. In the end, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are going to get the win. That's obvious. I assume Rhea is going to pin Kairi, because I think they're going to continue having her feud with Asuka after this. So I think Rhea will probably pin Kairi Sane in this match. So I'm picking Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to get the win here over the Kabuki Warriors. Next, we go to what I think is probably the most anticipated match on the whole show, and that's AJ Styles taking on John Cena in his retirement tour for the last time ever, Styles versus Cena. So Styles definitely had Cena's number for a while. I think the first match was Money in the Bank. AJ got the win in that match, and that wasn't clean though. I think the club guys helped him win, and then he beat John Cena clean in the middle of the ring at SummerSlam in 2016, and that was a great match. And Styles won, and it wasn't a shock that AJ won. I think it was a shock they just beat John Cena clean as a sheet in the middle of the ring. Hit him with a phenomenal form and pinned him. And then they had, I thought, probably their best overall match at the Royal Rumble in 2017, and that was for the WWE Championship. And that's when John Cena won number 16 before he won number 17 this year. He beat AJ Styles, just in a fantastic match at the Rumble in San Antonio. Remember the Rumble, that's what that one was called. And they had a fantastic match up there. So I don't know if they'll be at that level. I don't think it'll be as good as the SummerSlam and Rumble matches, but I think it's going to be a very good match. John Cena's had great matches this year. He had a tremendous match with Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. He had a great match with Logan Paul at Clash in Paris, and he had, the match with Brock sucked. We know that, but you know what? I think this is going to be a hell of a matchup, and I think the winner is obvious here. John Cena is going to win. I think that's pretty apparent. I don't think there's any chance AJ wins. John Cena gets the win, and he beats AJ Styles, and they're going to have a tremendous match. I'm sure the fans are going to be incredible for this. Australian fans are very good, and it's going to be a great match by picking John Cena to win. Next, we go to, I don't know. Some people are saying this is the main event. I'm not sure if this is the main event. I don't know. I really hope it's not. I don't think this should be the main event, but you have an Australian street fight between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, and I really think Bronson Reed's going to win. I'm going to make my prediction outright, mainly because I assume there's going to be a whole bunch of interference. This is just going to be a prelude into War Games. The whole purpose of this match is just to set up the War Games match, which is going to be at Survivor Series, which is the next PLE after this. And now that is quite a while away, though. It's not till 7 weeks after Crown Jewel. And this Crown Jewel, of course, is in Australia. Crown Jewel is a Saudi Arabia show, but this year it's in Australia, because Saudi is getting the Royal Rumble in January, and then next year, actually the following year in 2027, you're getting WrestleMania 43. So They want to keep doing Crown Jewel and did it on Australia, and this is Bronson Reed's home country, so I assume it'll still be a Roman Reigns crowd. Bronson Reed might get some positive receptions, but I think it'll be a Roman Reigns crowd because he's just very over right now. I'm sure they're going to have a good match. They'll use weapons here. It'll be a gimmick match. You'll see tables, chairs, trash cans, steps, all the stuff, barricades. Someone will get speared through the barricade. They'll break the announce booth. You'll see all the gimmicks here. I think Bronson Reed's going to win, and I think Braun Breaker will interfere. And I don't think there's going to be interference in the sense that it's going to be too much, like a whole bunch of guys. But I think what will happen is Braun Breaker's going to come out, then the Usos are going to come out, and I think it'll happen where someone like Jimmy or Jay accidentally super kicks the other guy, and it leads to Roman Reigns losing the match. So I'm picking Bronson Reed to win, and this will set up War Games. Next, we go to the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship on the line as our Women's World Champion from Raw, Stephanie Vaquer, takes on her WWE Women's Champion from SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton. And Stephanie is very over right now. She's super hot. She got that win over Io Sky at WrestlePalooza. Easily the best thing on that whole show. Anything really worthwhile, to be honest. And she's coming off that. Tiffany has been cold for a while. I think she should have lost to Jade at SummerSlam, in my opinion. I think there's that triple threat disaster on SmackDown a few weeks ago. I think it just makes more sense right now for Stephanie Vaquer to win. I don't think Tiffany's going to be champion for too much longer anyways. And Stephanie shouldn't be losing this quickly. She just won. She beat Io Sky in a tremendous match. Has a whole bunch of momentum right now. It doesn't make any sense in the world to beat Stephanie Vaquer right now. How the match will be, I don't know. I think it'll be good. Tiffany's okay. Stephanie's great. I think they'll have a good match. I think they should do the Devil's Kiss. Everyone's going to like that. And then have Stephanie do it to Tiffany and then have Tiffany do it to Stephanie. I think that'd be a good spot. But I think they should have a solid matchup. And I'm picking Stephanie Vaquer to win. And she will be your Women's Crown Jewel Champion. She gets to hold the belt for a few minutes and then give it back, and she gets her ring. Speaking of rings, we have the WWE Crown Jewel Championship on the line. Title belt, that means absolutely nothing. Seth Rollins, who is our World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, takes on the WWE Champion from SmackDown, Cody Rhodes, who's under a lot of fire right now, it seems like, because the SmackDown ratings were really bad last week. We'll see how they do the next, actually tomorrow. But I think this match, it's obvious who's going to win. There's no way Cody's winning. They built up everything from 2022 when they're talking about how Cody Rhodes beat Seth Rollins 3 times. He beat him at WrestleMania 38 when he returned. And then he beat him at the Backlash show. And then he beat him in that classic Hell in a Cell match in which Cody beat him with a torn pec. He beat Seth Rollins with a frickin' torn pec. It's like Kurt Angle winning an Olympic gold medal with a broken frickin' neck. Seth has to win. The segment with Heyman on Raw I thought was actually great. Even though I don't like the Vision, I don't like Seth Rollins. He has no charisma. It's boring. He bores me to death. I think Heyman is just kind of miscast right now in the Vision. I'm not a big fan. I heard he got into he buried Braun Strowman on Twitter or something today. I don't know, but Seth and Cody, so Seth Rollins is going to win. It's obvious, but it won't be clean. The whole thing is Seth is desperate. He needs some help. He doesn't believe he can beat Cody Rhodes by himself. He knows he can't beat Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has Seth Rollins' number. He knows he can't beat him. He's going to need someone else to beat him, and he's calling Heyman. He's signaling to Heyman, help me, and he's going to get help. And Brock Lesnar is going to come out. You're going to hear the guitar riff, and he is going to cost Cody Rhodes this match. Brock Lesnar will allow Seth Rollins to win. He'll run F5 on Cody, and maybe Seth hits the curb stomp, and Seth Rollins will win, and he will win the Crown Jewel Championship. So I'm picking Seth Rollins to defeat Cody Rhodes. I think this should be the main event. I don't think Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed certainly should not be the main event unless there's a major angle involving some major final boss or something whose movie just flopped. I don't know. Maybe that's why that could be main event. But, I think Seth and Cody make sense to be in the main event. I'm picking Seth to win. And Brock coming out, and Roman Reigns will also lose his match, in my opinion, and that'll set up more games. So you have Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, John Cena probably, CM Punk maybe, and maybe Randy Orton or LA Knight, someone else, and then they'll take on division guys. So you have Seth Rollins, Bronson, Reed, Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, I believe, and maybe someone else. Maybe it's Drew McIntyre. I don't know if it's 5-on-5, 4-on-4. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. But I think we're going to get an all-star War Games. And this show is going to be the prelude into Survivor Series War Games. So that's how I see Crown Jewel going. First time ever, Crown Jewel in Australia, out of Saudi Arabia. Maybe they keep that going because I don't know how many shows they're going to do in Saudi anymore because they're giving them the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. So I'm not sure they're going to get a major event. I'm not sure they're going to get multiple events per year. So, I mean, they might keep doing Crown Jewel out of Saudi. But having in Australia this year, hopefully we get a good show this Saturday morning. By the time I'll watch, I'll try to wake up early enough. I don't know if I can make it. I usually don't wake up at 8 o'clock. Especially on a Saturday, that's crazy to me. Who wakes up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday? No one wants to, unless you have work that day. So, but that's when I can watch it. I'll probably just watch it on. I can watch it anytime on Netflix anyway, so it's probably better because you can just fast forward through all the commercials and stuff during a PLE. So we'll see what happens. Crown Jewel this Saturday, Perth, Western Australia. Hopefully we have a good show.